Meeting and surpassing all audience expectations every busy broadcast day. I am your highly trained broadcast specialist, Rush Limbaugh, behind the golden EIB microphone. Fascinating data here, folks, in the latest Gallup poll that's out today. The headline of the Gallup poll, somewhat misleading: Romney edges Palin and Huckabee in early 2012 GOP test. The subhead is the real story. Palin's favorable rating stable after announcing her resignation. So the numbers are this. Candidate most likely to support for the 2012 Republican nomination of president today, based on Republicans and Republican-leaning independents. Romney, 26. Sarah Palin, 21. Huckabee, 19. Newt, 14. Tim Pawlenty, 3%. Haley Barbour, 2%. However, when you get to the favorable ratings of current leading contenders, you have Sarah Palin at 72% approval among Republicans and Republican-leaning independents. 56% approve of Romney. 59% approve of Huckabee. Let me give you the unfavorables, too. 72 to 21, unfavorable Palin. 56-17, favorable, unfavorable Romney. 59-16, favorable, unfavorable Huckabee. Now, Sarah Palin's favorable rating among Republicans is the top, 72%. Do you know what this means? I went to dinner the other. I got to tell you this. Everywhere I go, I run into these Republicans who just spout the Katie Couric version of Palin. Hell, it needs to bone up on foreign policy. That's very deep, Rush. I think she's embarrassing. I don't know, Rush. I think she's a horrible. We don't want. I just. You know, at the dinner table the other night, somebody said something similar to that, and I said, no. I think she's wonderful. What do you mean? What do you mean? I said, you know what? I said, we have too many people in our party who allow the media to influence what they think of our own candidates. And they're looking at it the wrong way. I said this to the table. If any of you here are waiting for a candidate to come along that gains the favor and the approval of the mainstream media, then I guarantee you that candidate is a guaranteed loser. I said, all you have to do is listen to the media. They will tell you. Listen to the Democrats. Sarah Palin, they are trying to destroy. They filed another ethics investigation into her in Alaska after she announced her resignation. They're trying to destroy her. The liberals, the left, the drive-by media, they are telling us who our nominee should be. They're telling us who they are most afraid of. But we got people who listen to this and look at this. Oh, gosh, they don't like Palin. Well, I don't like her either. You know, if the media doesn't like her, if she's this, dirty little secret, flying back on a golf trip, flying back cross-country. Had a conversation, the exact conversation, and I got a little mad, and I threw my eyeglasses off on a seat in front of me. I excused myself and went back to the bathroom at the end of the plane to cool off because I was hearing the same stuff. Now, let me put this 72% in perspective. Name for me any Republican or conservative who has had a 72% approval rating in the party after a year of trashing by the state-run media and the Democrat Party. Name for me one Republican candidate who has maintained a 72% approval rating while their life and their career has been under assault for the purpose of destruction, which is the case with Sarah Palin. 72% approval in Palin in the Gallup poll. Political gurus, pundits, these yapping yammerers all over TV, Palin trashers in the Republican Party, assorted looking down the nose, low wattage elitists. You might call the office here to figure out what's going on. Now, this is not going to sit well with the elites in the Republican Party, the country club blue blood Rockefeller Republicans. They don't like her nearly as much as the Democrats don't like her. But I mean, I think this is 72% after a year in which she has been the target of literal political destruction. Folks, I'm just telling you, if there are any of you wimpy, wishy-washy Republicans out there who so desperately want to have a candidate that the sophisticates in the media in Washington and New York approve of, you are guaranteed to secure the Republican Party defeat after defeat after defeat. If you're going to let them pick our nominee, which happened last time, by the way, they picked our nominee. That would be John Sidney McCain. They picked him. And then after they picked him, of course, they abandoned him. They moved over for Obama. Even Colin Powell did the same thing, even though McCain's Powell's ideal Republican. And then you couple this news with what we mentioned yesterday. 40% of the American people identify themselves as conservative. 21% identify themselves as liberal. Liberals don't have the guts to tell anybody who they are. Sotomayor is the latest glittering example of that. I think 35% call themselves independents. Now, you might say, well, Rush, those people are liberals, too. I don't know. Not in this context, I'm not actually certain. But regardless, this cannot be said enough. See, the Gallup poll leads with Romney edges Palin 26-21 in who you're going to vote for right now, which is 3.5 years away. It's irrelevant. But approval number, 72% Palin. After this year, she's had 56% for Romney. Brief timeout, ladies and gentlemen. Much more broadcast excellence straight ahead after this.